Hey guys, welcome back. If you want to start living overseas and ditch the 9-to-5 grind, you don't need to be rich. You just need a plan. And today I'm sharing 3 online side hustles you can start right away, right now, to move toward total location freedom. And keep in mind, when I first started traveling on long trips of like a month or longer, I was so glad that I actually had something to work on when I departed, something to keep me grounded. Because one thing you'll learn, if you're like me, is that just having fun all the time or just relaxing on the beach, it actually gets boring after a while. And having some type of mission where the foundation is built on helping others, on helping other people, it will give you some sense of fulfillment. And I don't know if my channel reflects that or not, but it is certainly the goal of my channel. I am here to help Western men escape the 9-to-5 grind, live overseas, because that's really been the most awesome change to my lifestyle. And I want other people to be able to experience that as well, to go and travel and live as an expat overseas. So this video, these are real strategies that helped me and they can work for you too. So let's jump right into it. First up, affiliate blogging and YouTube. I think blogging has been forever changed due to the algorithm updates by Google. Possibly it's dead, but I actually think it's like a useful sidekick. Like YouTube is Batman and blogging is Robin. And one big advantage that I love about YouTube though is that it's the instant feedback. For example, let's say that you love bowling. So you're like, I want to start a YouTube channel. Okay, well, so you can literally pull out your phone right now and make a video and record it using your phone and call it the 3 reasons that I love bowling. And then you just upload it immediately. And the algorithm will actually take that video and aspire to find people who also love bowling. And you might even get a few subscribers just from that video, because the algorithm's job, its sole purpose, is to serve that video to other people who might be interested in it. And what's awesome here is you don't need to run around soliciting all your friends and family, telling everybody. You don't need to run around and ask them to like and subscribe to your videos. The algorithm will do all of that for you. It will deliver it to the people who might be interested in it. And you're instantly building your audience. You don't need perfection, you just need momentum. Each video you make after that, try to do a little bit better, and over the course of a few months, a few years, you will be making money on YouTube. So start simple and start fast. Progress is better than perfection. Second, selling digital products like courses and ebooks. Now this one is kind of tricky. It kind of goes in combined with your YouTube and your blog. And it's also tricky though because of the chicken and the egg situation. You don't want to wait too long to create a product or a few products, because if you go viral and then you have nothing to sell, you'll lose the moment, and you don't want to lose the moment. So there have been people who went viral, but they had nothing to sell. Or even worse, they had no strategic plan or any type of information or product that they can even fit within that niche. And you see some creators who do struggle with this, like the people who make those comedy shorts. They struggle to create a product that they could kind of put behind that for their biggest fans, because they get tons and tons of views and people love their content, but it's hard to convert them into anything that they would purchase, right? But back to the chicken and the egg, you also don't want to start selling products too early. If you make your first video about, 3 reasons why you love bowling, you have no credibility yet with the bowlers, right? If you have no credibility yet, people will think you're just trying to be another internet guru, or you're trying to make a quick buck. So the beginning should be focused on providing tons and tons of value. In the sweet spot, start outlining your product at the beginning and be working on it, getting it ready, but you don't need to launch it immediately. You just need to be ready for your moment when it comes. And number 3, freelancing online. When I first started traveling, I had a few websites on retainer that were paying me about $100 a month, whether they needed work or not. And this happened, the background on it is because I have an IT degree and I was a computer programmer for about 6 years. So whenever I would meet people at a barbecue, they'd say, "Oh, you're in IT. I need a website done for me." So I had built quite a few websites over time. And the way a retainer worked is that I would get $100 every month, whether they needed work on their website or not. and I charge $50 an hour. So basically they get the first 2 hours included. And if they need any extra updates, I charge them above that hourly. Now, I know what you're thinking, AI is gonna be killing freelancing. The website design tools are so simple now. Why don't they just do it themselves? Not true. You see, most of my customers were over 60 years old and had a business, and they don't want to start building websites at that age. They're intimidated by all that. What they wanted was just a peace of mind and somebody young and computer savvy that they could trust. And over the years, I've actually spent nearly $15,000 and counting hiring freelancers on Upwork and Fiverr. Things like making thumbnails and video editing and writing. Not because I can't do that work myself, I can actually do it quite well. In fact, I can actually even do it better than most of the freelancers I've hired on there. But the reason I've outsourced is because time becomes so valuable, more valuable than the skill set when you're actually growing a brand. And I gotta outsource some of that or lose my mind. So if my whole brand fell apart and I have a couple other things that I work on, if they all fell apart and I needed to start from scratch, I'm actually confident that I could jump on Fiverr, start with a low price, do some cheap labor. It actually requires your customers to rate you, give you a rating when you deliver them a product. So you build your rating over time, and then you can start to raise your salary to market value on the websites once you have a little bit of momentum. So if you need fast income while building passive income streams, freelancing could be a perfect move for you. I made another video about earning a TEFL degree, which I think is the quickest way. That's the absolute quickest way for guys to get overseas, to get a TEFL degree, then land a job teaching English. So there it is, 3 real side hustles that can help you escape the 9-to-5 grind, build freedom, and live life on your own terms. If you want to dive deeper, grab my free guide below, 7 financial ways to support yourself while traveling the world. I'll put the link right in the description. And I do want to hear from you. Which side hustle sounds the most realistic for you? Drop in the comments. I want to reply to everyone. If you found this video helpful, please smash the like button and subscribe for more real world travel and freedom, financial freedom advice, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.